Hello everybody, I hope your day's been great and welcome back to Timberborn. Last time we finished off building this dam right here, shortly before this core will be exploding, and right now we are stocking up on supplies for the next dry season. I have the game paused for now, since I want to think of what we're going to work towards today. Now, first up, I want to irrigate this top area, or I want to expand my farms and my settlement up here, and I would also like to get in some more safety measures. So I would like to get in something for this unstable core if it explodes, and I'd also like to fix up this area. What I'm going to try to do for this, I might just try rushing some dynamite early on, because it would be really nice to just get in like 2 dam pieces right here. That would make it all really easy. I could also just have one beaver moving through here in the bad water and blocking this up when this explodes. But I don't think that's something I should resort to right now. So I want to get in at least something to get scrappers working on the ruin up here, to get some bad water pumping, and then to work towards this explosive factory, which needs screws now. And for those I need this metalsmith, which is actually quite a bit cheaper than smelter. So let's try doing that. And another thing I'm going to need if I want to blast myself down there, I will either have to go for the tunnels, which take extract. So either I take extract, or how many layers do I have to go down there? I thought about it may be an option that I just bomb down here, so I'd have to go just up here, but that's too many layers, I think. That's 1, 2, 7 dynamite I'd need, so 14 dynamite. Actually, I can try doing that. Might be worth trying anyway. So let's just set it up. I want to connect it somewhere up here, so as an example, these 2 pieces. So if I just bomb down right there, I could actually close that up quite easily. With that prepared, let's have them work on that. I also want to improve my food station. Last episode we got working on this cassava farm down here. They are grown, so I'll just have to unpause these farmhouses and this fermenter, and we can get working on that. I have enough planks for now, so let's pause this industrial area. We can also pause this forester for now, which should then allow us to unpause these farmhouses. And I actually do need at least 1 beaver working in here. Let's also increase our population again. Let's just place down 2 more breeding pots right here, since our situation is stabilizing quite nicely. Now, as I said, I want to get up to that scrap as well. So let's look for a way to get there. This should suffice, and then let's just get down some storage and some scavengers down here. Let's actually have them prioritize this first, since this will then allow me to have these working in the background while everything else is going. And let's also have one of these inventories prioritize a bit higher, but I at least get somewhat constant science in. Okay, they got some of these stuff finished. We are still in the drought right now, but this unstable core will be exploding. There's no bad water up here anyway, and this dam should block it off when the wet season comes back. And another thing I want to get going is some levees up here. I think around back here should be completely fine to block it off. They're too high right here, so I shouldn't forget that. Let's build a pathway for our beavers into that direction. With this, the last stair will be built up here, and then we should have some scrappers coming in to pull out the first of these ruins. Also get a second stairway up there preemptively, and that should allow us to build up a little bit of scrap, which we can then use somewhere down here. We get some bolts going, I guess. So let's unlock this and place it down right here. And these scrappers have also now begun working. For the time being, I think I can pause one of them to have all these inventor huts manned, since science is still the thing I'm lacking the most right now for our projects. And this dam is also evaporating quite quickly now, so we're not even halfway through that route, so I'll have to get in some measures since I want to keep this water for a longer time period. There are multiple ways I could try to do that. One way I could do is I could just raise up a dam around this pocket right here, which would then allow me to raise this dam to the height of this hole, where I can have this dam fill up until it reaches this height, and then it will spill out right here as well, as like kind of an overflow. That could work out, although I'm not sure if I want to build a huge dam right here. While we're at it, let's also unlock the explosive factory and get that planned in right here. Also, where is it? Right here. This one needs gears, planks, and the bolts. And I'm still missing close to 200 science, so it will still take quite some time. Our population is growing now finally, with these breeding pots in place. And our water and food situation is still looking very good, so I'm not worried at all. The beavers have finished up these levees down here, so even though we've cut off some of our water supply down here now, we shouldn't have any problem if this blockage should explode now. Our first metalsmith is also finished down here now, and I'm guessing we're storing the bolts in the normal warehouses. So let's get one of them down over here. Let's also get in a small scrap pile to supply this metalsmith. I have also expanded our storage here a little, since our food situation is looking really good and we are filling up our storages quite quickly. The drought is also over, so I'm going to reman these water pumps to get these tanks filled back up. They were full before the drought, and we still have 240 water left. That's quite a lot, we had some buffer, but I'd like to have more water on hand since this drought was still pretty short. So I think as we are going to move in up here, I'm going to expand our water collecting and storing in this area up here. Now another impact we're seeing of these levees right here, we're filling up this whole water system a bit faster, so we're pressurizing it faster. So our water is actually quicker here than the bad water, which is quite nice, since it shouldn't happen again that any bad water spills through here now. Let's get these pumps working again. Now most of our inventory huts are sadly not staffed anymore, which is quite a problem. We've had enough science to research the explosive factory, so we are fine. We have all the resources for this one, we just need some more metal parts. So let's increase the priority on this one. And this one needs 3 hours for one. So in 1 day cycle it makes 6. So in 10 days we should have this explosive factory built. We have another drought approaching. This one's actually worrying me quite a bit more, since I don't think 3 days will be enough to fill up our water tanks. So let's get in another batch of deep water pumps over here. And since I don't have any gears right now, I'm just going to store it in these smaller water tanks and then hold them over with haulers. Let's have them prioritize this. Okay. We've got most of our water supplies filled up, so that worked out quite nicely. And just to have them build up this deep bad water a bit sooner, since I am not sure when these cores will explode, but I would like to have this done as soon as possible. I'm just going to build a bad water pump up here, which will also be able to store up some bad water from this hole down there. I still need 600 science to be able to unlock the dynamite itself, so that's going to be a thing I'll be working towards with these inventor huts still. But everything else is working out quite nicely actually. And we have enough metal parts for now, so let's also pause all of these. Our water situation on the other hand isn't looking as great as I'd like. So I'm going to move in and man these deep water pumps as soon as this water evaporates. Right here. But with that, our first batch of dynamite is getting produced, so let's get in a warehouse right here for the dynamite. And I'm still waiting for 200 science to be able to research it, but then we can get on with pulling these blocks out right here and blocking this up. I have 89 water left, so let's man these 2 pumps down here. And then for the next drought I want to get in some system to get us more water. So that will be quite soon on our agenda. Planning ahead for that, I want to get in a cemetery back here in this quite cramped industrial district I have. I'm going to splurge 300 signs for that, so going to set me back quite a bit on the dynamite. But I want to get this in so that I can pile up some metal ingots to get access to these valves as soon as possible. On the note of an industrial district, that's also one thing I should look out for. Where I want to place my more permanent industrial district and how I want to power it. I think as soon as I get access to the 2 bays, I could go over here through the river and have them build up something right here, since this is most times only bad water. And for now I don't think this is going to be of any relevance if I want to have this green. So I might just set up my larger industrial district over there. Now again, with this drought over, let's pause these water pumps, let's get all of these back up and running. And with our increasing builder population, let's also get down another row of houses down. We have another unstable core exploding. It's going to be the one down here in 8 days. So I will have to rush this dynamite now, seriously. So it might have been a bad idea to spend all that science on all those other things, but I just wanted to have that up and running beforehand. So I've increased our science huts, inventor huts a little bit to hopefully get all of this done in time. Okay, with a bad tide approaching, that shouldn't be any problem, since everything should be prepared for those. Actually no, I have to plug this up again, so let's get in and do that, and this time I want to do it more in the front right here. So let's have them move ahead right here and plug this up. That's the highest priority. Okay, they should hopefully be able to do it in 3 days. All these inventories have also been checking along quite nicely. I can pause some of them now, since I have the required science to get the dynamite. So let's do 2 things. Let's have them move in the dynamite over here, and then we'll be good. Right now I'm still having the builders prioritize down here though. How far along are they with this dam over here? We are still missing a little bit. Let's hope they can work on that. And this unstable core will also be exploding. That's what we're already preparing for. And I'm just hoping that they can this dam finished in time. Come on guys, one more dam piece. Please. Okay, each of them has one more round to do, and then we should have this done. The bad water's coming, so they might get sick, but I'm willing to have them do that, since I need them to finish this up. Like, desperately. Come on guys. Come on. Quickly. What are we waiting for? Okay, we got this finished. But this looks like at least one of our viewers will get sick. But I think with the smelter finished, then we can maybe look towards getting a centrifuge, which would then allow us to cure our beavers. Now the small warehouse here is finished. Let's get down our working hours a little bit, and they should be able to carry everything they need up here right now. Let's just work our way down here bit by bit. Everything else is looking pretty good. We had some bad water spill into here, but not looking that bad. And I haven't gotten any sick beavers, so we might have gotten lucky actually. Our water storage is also completely filled up, so let's pause all of these right now, and we can just have them work these inventor huts. Our housing up here also got finished, so we have quite a bit more housing to work with now, and we're also working our way down this hole quite quickly. I think if I had been on top of my game a bit more, I would have been fast enough to open this up completely, but I'm not too worried about that, since I still have another stage before we need to completely plug this up. Now let's see. This core will explode, all the bad water is slushing through here, but this one still doesn't even have a warning, so we are fine. Right now, since our population is going closer to 50, we are consuming over 100 food and water every day now. So I'll desperately need to get in some more measures to have more water production. In this drought, I'm also going to re-enable this gear workshop and get that going again. And let's also fill up on our explosives while we're at it. Another layer is down here. And after this one, it should be one more layer until we're reaching the bad water. And with that, we have access to this bad water down here. And we can just plug this up with 2 levees. And I think that's the most elegant solution to blocking this second water system off from our primary water system right now. Okay, they have the 2 levees down here finished. Meaning the bad water is blocked off, so as soon as this unstable core explodes, we should have 2 separate water systems. Our power supply is really reaching its limit down here. Right now I'm still micromanaging all this industry, but in the future, as I already said, I really need to get an alternative. An idea I've had, I could just bomb out this whole area right here and just tear this whole overhang down with some dynamite. And then I'd have space for like the large water wheels in here. So thinking about our power situation, another thing I could do, since this project down here is quite a bit harder to do, I could just place in a steam engine somewhere up here and then have an industrial district working up here. So let's try that as like more of a temporary solution. Let's place it down back here. And have them work on this in the background. The bad tide has ended, so let's get the beavers out of here and have them working all these pumps again. And I hope that the bad water concentration down here isn't as bad, but seemed to have worked out quite nicely with my bad water pump up here. Now we can open this back up. Normal water. Okay, I thought that was bad water since the texture changed, but it just wasn't fully pressurized. Phew. And then I would like to have just some kind of valves in here. I mean, a throttle wave would work nicer, but that's not a concern for now. This water looks mostly clean. I think it's fine if my viewers ruin that. Since right now many of our pathways go through this center right here to some of these buildings. We have another unstable core in 9 days. It's the one back here. But there isn't even water back here anymore, so this isn't any problem. Okay, I moved in 3 more pumps over here. That allowed us to fill up our water storage quite nicely. Our food situation is not looking as good, since these fields just aren't big enough to sustain this big of a population anymore. But I think we'll have no problem sustaining through this drought, even if we have to eat some blueberries, but we have a lot of them stockpiled. Otherwise, everything else is looking quite good. We have most of the things we need finished. Our industrial district is still pretty pitiful, with these 4 beavers carrying everything themselves. But I think this will work out quite nicely. And this dam down here is also looking like it's working without any problem. Having this plugged up back here also disables any search from this unstable core. So I think at this point we can wrap up this episode for now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a great time. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I wish you all a great rest of your day, and bye bye.